YouTube, it's Mallory. I just wanted to give you a real quick pregnancy update. I am 4 weeks and 5 days pregnant today, and as far as symptoms and things have been going this week, I have been feeling a lot of nausea. Not so much like when I first wake up in the morning and things like that. It's just right after I eat, which totally sucks. Who wants to get nausea right after they eat? So, pretty much every single time I eat, I have to lay down for like 10 or 15 minutes to kind of get things settled to where I don't feel like I need to run to the bathroom. Other than that, I've just been really tired, which typically by the end of the day, I'm exhausted anyways because, I'm a stay at home mom of three kids, four and under, a 4 year old, a 2 year old, and 11-month-old. But then adding pregnancy on top of the mix, I am like done by 8:30. I've just been falling asleep for the past like 5 nights. 8:30, I'm done. Which is nice though cuz my kids bedtime 7:30, so I get them to bed, make sure they're all good and settled in, and then mommy just drifts off. Which is funny because before I got pregnant, I am the type of person that didn't go to sleep until like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's nice actually getting this extra sleep. Um, so yeah, pretty much just nausea, fatigue. I've had like zero appetite whatsoever. It's almost like I have to force myself to eat. But I think it's because every time I do eat, I don't feel well. So it's almost like my brain is just like, don't eat, you're gonna feel like crap again. So that's it. I have been feeling bloated, which is pretty normal around this stage of pregnancy. Like again, like I said, I've had three children, pretty close in age. So my stomach isn't the flattest. So it definitely looks like I already have kind of a baby bump, but let's be honest, it's because I kind of have a pooch and I didn't do 50,000 crunches after I had my children. So I just feel like by the time I'm like 12 weeks, it's going to be obvious that I'm pregnant, which is fine. I like having a baby bump, so. But that's it as far as symptoms go. I did have my first midwife appointment on Wednesday, and that went over really well. I really like who I'm going to be working with and who's going to be delivering my baby. Um, with my three previous pregnancies, I had a very conventional labor and delivery in a hospital, epidural, you know, flat on my back, legs in stirrups, whole 9 yards. And, same with the prenatal care. It was just at a doctor's office, just very standard. And I became interested in natural childbirth with my last pregnancy with my son Knox. And I really wanted to do a natural delivery. I practiced hypnobirthing and all that awesome stuff and made it to the hospital, and I got to 7.5 centimeters dilation. And I was in a pretty significant amount of pain, and when there's a nurse like dangling pain meds in front of you, it's really hard to tempt taking that when you're in pain. So I ended up getting an epidural with him, and I just remember kind of feeling like let down in myself, like, you could have done it. Like, why did you give in to that, temptation of, pain relief when this is like what you wanted this whole entire time? And so I just knew that if I were to have another child, I really would like to do an all natural labor and delivery. And so when I found out I was pregnant, I actually called my doctor's office, set up appointments, and then I started doing research, and I found out that they just opened a birthing center like 25 minutes away from my house. They opened it in January. So I called and they said they're going to start taking my insurance in July. It's like awesome. So I guess it's just meant to be that I get to do that. So Um, I went in and I met with her and the other midwife there, and I met the doula there and got to tour the facility. And it's just like exactly what I want. I don't want a hospital birth. I hate the hospital setting. I just don't like the way that they make me feel when I'm there, like very out of control. They just kind of like give you Pitocin and just kind of make decisions without really asking you what you want. And I just want something so far away from the experiences that I've had. And I feel like this is the perfect fit for me in my situation. So I met with her and we went over some of my history and I asked her a lot of questions. And, we kind of just clicked really well and I felt really comfortable with her. And she took the time to answer my questions and go beyond. And so I'm really happy that I found this place. So I'm planning on doing a water birth at this birth center, and there will be two midwives and a doula present during my birth, which is like super exciting for me. I know some people aren't on that bandwagon, but that's like what my ideal labor and delivery would be like. So I'm really grateful that I found this place and that I actually get to do this. And it's like I won't have the choice of getting pain meds because I'll be at a birth center. So it's like I just gotta do it and it won't even be in my mind when I get there. I just think every time when I go to a hospital, it's like I know in the back of my mind, it's like if the pain gets too bad, I will have an epidural. Like there is one there for me. I figure going with the birth center, starting off right off the bat here, I know that that is not an option, so it won't even be on my mind when I get there. So I'm very happy with that. And the whole water birth thing has just always appealed to me, so I'm just very happy that I get to do that. So anyways, I have my next appointment is going to be I think July 7th, and I'm gonna get like all the big lab work done that they do. They take like 5 vials of blood and just kind of, I'm sure they'll do, like a pap smear and things like that. So they're gonna do that then. And then the following week, I'm being sent off to a doctor's office to get an ultrasound done just to, make sure the dates are right and everything like that. Then I'll get to see the heartbeat, and that's great. And then in July is when I'll go back to my midwife and I'll seek out care for the rest of my pregnancy with them. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I've just had a really busy week with doctor's appointments for me and my kids and just running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So, it's kind of nice that the weekend is approaching. I don't have really any plans until my daughter's birthday on Sunday. So, I just get to relax for the next couple days and kick my feet up and, do some yoga. And, I have some exams coming up for school, so I'm going to study for that and just kind of focus on myself for the week. I feel like I've been focusing on everybody else, which is totally fine, but I don't get a lot of time to just kind of sit and focus on myself. So that's what I'm planning on doing this weekend. So that'll be really nice. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I always check comments and, will answer any questions you may have. And, give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you want to see more, if you're interested in my pregnancy journey. And I will see you next week sometime. Thanks. See you later. Bye.